You hit me in front of my kids. You choke me out in front of my kids. And my son looks at me and says, Mommy, are you okay?
You're a psycho bitch. I never hit her.
Why is he denying that he's the father?
I've been hearing rumors from her family members. She was cheating on me, and then she tells me she's pregnant.
We gave her a lie detector test.
He is the father of my child.
I just recently had a baby, and I do not know who the father is.
It's either yours or his. Do you want to be the father?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Do you want to be the father?
No.
No. Ooh, that right there is why teenagers shouldn't be having sex. Let's find out who the father is. Julie's marriage is in trouble. You see, she left her husband Nick 2 months ago after he abused her. And even though Nick says he wants her back, he is now demanding a DNA test for their 7-month-old daughter. Take a look.
I'm here to prove to my husband that he is the father of my child. She's 7 months old, and it's not right for him to deny his child. My family has been telling my husband that I was sleeping around the time I got pregnant. About 6 months into our marriage, he started acting different. He was very controlling. He didn't let me do anything. I couldn't have friends. He started abusing me. He's choked me, hit me, thrown me on the ground, threw my head on the ground. I've had black and blue marks on my body. I've had handprints on my neck. I put up with him for 3 years, abused for 2.5. My children have seen me get hit, get my head thrown against the wall, get spit on. When my son saw me get hit, he ran up to me and said, Mommy, do you need help? My son should never see me get hit. I decided about 3 months ago that I was done, that I couldn't go through the abuse anymore. About 2 months ago, I moved with my children, and he has followed me to a different state. He wanted to be with me. I said no. He started getting mad. He started out of control, anger. I don't know what it is with him, but he kicked me, and neighbors have seen this, and they've called the cops on him. I want to look him in the eye and say, I have gone through so much that I can't do it anymore, and then I'm done. I can't do this.
Nick, doesn't sound like you're being a very good husband.
I absolutely have not abused her. I love that woman. I've always loved that woman.
See, the problem I have is she an actress?
Sir,
Is she an actress?
No, sir.
Okay. So she's on this tape, and the way she tells that story about, my son saw me get hit. And she said that with so much emotion that unless she's a really, really good actress, I gotta believe her.
Sir, honestly, she's had a problem with lying since the day we got together.
Why'd you marry her?
I fell in love with her.
With a liar?
I didn't know she was a habitual liar at first.
Habitual liar?
She told the person we moved into his house that we were renting from that she was in the military. And they kept asking and asking and asking to see any proof of military ID. Finally, I dragged it out of her that she didn't have one. She told me...
You were under the impression that she was in the military?
Yes.
Did she show up for roll call every morning?
No, she said she was on leave. She said she was on leave and she was in the military, and we used that to get into a place. And we actually got kicked out of the same place because they found out she was lying about it. She told me when we first got together she had cancer and that there's a possibility she could die in 6 years. Found out she had cancer.
6 years?
The cancer got removed when she was a child. I mean, I love her. We started out good together.
So she begins the relationship saying, hey, I'm in the military, that's not true. Hey, I got cancer, that's not true. And you said, this is the love of my life.
We were already together when I found out she lied about a lot of this stuff. We were already married.
What else did she lie about?
She constantly would, I would catch her with trying to give exes letters, trying to talk about how she was still wanting to be with them, and she lied to me about cheating on me, and I would always...
Did she cheat on you?
Yes.
That's terrible. So you never hit her?
No.
Never?
Absolutely not. There's been times where...
Now, who's lying now?
I am not lying. There's been times where I've restrained her from beating the crap out of me, but absolutely.
Well, all that military training, she would beat the crap out of you, right? Now, I was looking at the tape. She seemed kind of like a petite woman.
I mean, she
That
may be
petite woman would beat the
but
crap out of you?
because I don't hit women. I believe in not
So
hitting
even
women.
I don't
was
hit
raised
women
that
either,
way.
but I'm not going to let a woman beat the crap out of me.
Exactly, and that's why I restrain her to keep her from hitting me.
And that's when she said you.
She gets it off as like I hit her. I've never hit her. Never once struck her.
You deny your daughter.
It's not that I deny my daughter. I mean, I love
You want
my
a DNA
daughter.
test?
Because I've been hearing rumors from her family members, from people
You know
around
what?
our
Forget
town.
rumors. You know what? I don't live my life by
Yes.
rumors because I live my life by what I know.
Yes.
And nobody's going to put rumors in my head.
I was in jail for a week when she first got pregnant. When I
What were
got
you in
out
jail
of
for?
jail, petty theft.
Petty theft.
When
What'd you steal?
Shirt.
A shirt.
When I first got
How'd
out
you
of
get caught?
jail, how'd I get caught?
Yeah.
Secret shopper.
Okay. So you go to jail, and while you're in jail, you're thinking she slept around with somebody else.
Yes, because when I got out of jail, I heard that she was going around seeing a previous boyfriend that she was with, and then I started hearing rumors about how she was cheating on me, and then a week after I got out of jail, she tells me she's pregnant. And I still stayed in her life. I was still there. I was
'Cause
there
you
when...
love her.
Yes, I absolutely love this woman.
The one that's going to beat the crap out of you and lies to you all the time.
Because I believe that we got married for a reason, and there's a
What
purpose
reason was
to
that?
For love.
You hit me in front of my kids. You choke me out in front of my kids, and my son looks at me and says, "Mommy, are you okay?"
You're a psycho bitch.
She's lying about all the abuse that she said.
Absolutely.
I have divorce papers here for him to sign. You hit me in front of my kids. You choke me out in front of my kids, and my son looks at me and says, "Mommy, are you okay?"
You're a psycho bitch.
Do you ever cheat on her?
I admit I cheated on her once, and I told her about it.
Who did you cheat with?
It was a friend.
Why did you cheat on her?
Because I felt like our relationship was starting to pull apart. She wouldn't barely
And by
talk
cheating,
to
that
me,
helps it,
and-
right?
No, it doesn't. And I told her after
She said
it
she walked in and
happened-
caught you cheating.
That's a lie. Absolutely not. Today was the first time I've ever even heard that allegation completely. I don't even know where that came from.
I'm just curious. You're 25 years old, right?
Yep.
Have you done anything with your life? No, I'm just asking.
Have wonderful kids, and I work to take care of my kids. I mean, basically, my family is all I got. That's all I care about. I love my family, and that's why I come here. Is
That's
for my
probably,
family.
even all the material stuff and my show and everything else, when it comes down to it, what I really have is my family, right?
Yeah.
My kids, my wife.
Yeah.
That's what means more to me than anything.
It does.
Everything can
That's
go away,
why
but
I'm
I
here.
have that, right? And because I have that, what I don't do is I don't hit my wife. I don't go around sleeping around. I don't do any of those things that would endanger that, right?
Yes, sir.
And you're saying, you're just like me.
No, we're two different people.
Yes, we are.
Absolutely.
You know what the big difference is? I pay for my shirts. Let's bring out Julie.
How can you even say that's not your daughter?
See,
How?
I never hit you out.
Got bruises on my face.
You're crazy.
My neck. Are you kidding
You've
me?
always been lying.
Oh, really? Really?
Ask
really?
everybody.
You know what? You bleed my family
There's
over your own wife.
Why would
Don't
they
swear
lie
so
to
much,
me?
okay?
Why would they lie to me?
Don't say that word.
Why would they lie to me?
Because you know what? You are a piece of nobody cares about you.
There's plenty of people.
You treat my daughter, you treat my
Hey, look
kids
at me,
like
look at
crap.
me, look at me.
Whatever.
You gotta stop swearing.
All I've ever done is take care of your kids and my
Okay, you hit me in
beautiful
front of my
daughter.
kids. You choke me out in front of my
Bull.
kids, and my son looks at me and says, "Mommy, are you okay?"
Bull.
My son should not have to see
All I've ever done is defend myself against you
Oh,
because
really?
every time I
Really?
try to leave, you would tell me, okay, screw that, you're not leaving.
No,
You'd start
this is
swinging
why
on
I'm
me.
done.
You ripped
This is
4
why.
shirts
Oh,
off
really?
me.
You know
Seriously.
what? So bruises
got
on my
issues,
neck,
you know.
bruises on my neck, bruises on my body.
You got issues.
He did
You
what on your
spitting
body?
on me? He choked me.
I've never-
He's left bruises on my body.
I've never hit you.
And he spit on you.
And
Never.
he spit on me.
I've
He has
never
gone to
freaking
jail
hit
for this. I had a protection order on him.
That's
And
classy,
I'm
right?
4
You
months.
spit on her?
Yes.
I've never
he
Did you
has.
spit on her?
Yes,
Yes,
you have.
I admit that.
You
but
spit-
I've
you
never,
spit on her.
I've never meant to
And he
hit you.
called me a piece of crap mother.
Well, explain. Well, hold
When
on,
I
hold on.
worked 2
Stop. Explain to me why you would spit on her. Why would you do that?
Out of anger, honestly.
Out of anger?
Yes.
Okay.
But I
This
never,
is the
ever struck
mother
her.
of your children, and you spit on her.
I've never, ever struck her, though.
You've
That
never
is one thing I
cared
am
about
certain of.
anybody
So
but
spitting's
yourself.
better?
No, it's
Spitting's
not.
better?
No, it's not.
It's like the most
But
disgusting thing you could do to another human being.
I admit it was wrong, and I'm stupid for it. But I've never, ever hit you.
I'd rather have you punch me in the face
You've
than
never
spit
hit
on me.
You've never
I've
hit
never
me.
hit you.
My own family seen you hit me, choke me out. Next door
Use
neighbors
my language.
have seen you
Hold on, hold
hit
on,
me,
hold on.
choke me.
Julie, talk to me a little bit now. He's saying the day he met you, you have done nothing but lie.
Okay, you know what? I was going into the military. And I injured my knee. So I had to leave. I had a
Medically discharged.
medical discharge. When I got with him, I finally got my medical discharge because my knee exploded when I was in boot camp. Okay?
What service were you in, by the way?
I was going into the Army.
Okay.
And I have melanoma cancer when I was a child. It's a type of brain cancer. And I got it removed when I was 12. He believes my family over anything else because he's so close with my family.
Did your family lie and
Yeah,
say that's
they
not
have
true?
lied. They say that my daughter's not his, that I was sleeping around with him.
Did you
I've-
sleep with somebody else during
No.
the time you got pregnant?
No, I did not.
So he's the father?
Yeah, I
Why-
know that for a fact.
Why is he denying that he's the father?
Because he believes my family.
You said that you walked in on him sleeping with somebody
Yes,
else?
I have.
Absolutely
Yes, I
not.
have. You slept
Absolutely
with
not.
one of my good friends, and you also slept with her in a freaking car.
I admit
When I was at
I admitted
work.
to you that I slept with her,
For
but you have never,
okay,
ever
for 2
caught
days
us
straight.
in the
Who's
act.
been working? You haven't had a job for 3 freaking months. And ever since
I
we've
live
been
in a town where
married,
there's
you've
no
had
freaking
one
work.
job. Who's been
Bull.
supporting my kids?
Bull.
Who's been supporting your ass?
He says
Bull.
he says that he's never hit you.
Oh, yes, he has.
Bull.
I've had pictures taken by the cops.
Never.
When I got a protection order on him, I had a black and blue eye. Print on my neck.
Did she do that all to herself?
There was no black and blue
She's
mark
lying
at
about
all.
all the abuse that
You know
she
what?
said.
Absolutely.
You know what?
Absolutely.
You
are a liar.
You are no woman
Just like
ever
you, right?
should be with
Just like you,
I
right?
should have never been with you.
Just like you, right? You're just a freaking typical liar.
I never should have been with
And I
you.
should never been with you because you freaking lie. You're psychotic. You were in a mental
Well, let's
mental
find out how
institute.
much of a liar she is, because when she got here and you said, "Oh, I never did any of that," we gave her a lie detector test whether you beat her, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And this should probably resolve all those issues, right? Whether
Sure.
you hit her or not.
Depending on what she believes, because all I've ever done,
Depending on what she
I
believes.
A lie
swear,
detector does not
all
lie.
I've ever done is held her down.
Okay, yeah, you're choking me. You
Anybody
threw my
will
head
tell you
against
she's
the
been
wall.
in a mental institute. Anybody will tell you.
I don't know. I don't know if
Whatever.
a guy will spit on his wife if he wouldn't hit her too. Has your husband Nick been physically abusive towards you on multiple occasions?
Yes.
Do you want to be the father?
Yeah.
Do you want to be the father?
No.
No. That right there is why teenagers shouldn't be having sex. We asked Julie, has your husband Nick ever been physically abusive towards you?
Yes.
She said yes, and she told the truth.
Now who's lying? You are.
You're lying, 'cause
Has your husband,
still
Nick, ever
am
hit
sticking
you with
by my
excessive
game
force?
word.
Yes.
She said yes, and she told the truth.
Bull. I've never, ever hit you. Never.
So throwing my head against the wall is not
I swear
not
on
excessive
every one of
force?
my kids.
When I had a bruise on the back of my head?
All
Are you
I've
kidding
ever
me?
done was restrain you.
Yeah.
Quiet.
Get away.
Lie detector
Get away
test.
from me.
Quiet.
Get down on the ground. Has your husband, Nick, ever given you a black eye?
Yes.
And she told the truth.
I've never hit you in the face, ever. Give me a lie detector test. Strap ass up to the machine.
Stop swearing.
Excuse me.
Has your husband, Nick, been physically abusive towards you on multiple occasions?
Yes.
And she told the truth.
Now who's lying? Now who's telling the truth? Now who's getting
Maybe because you're psychotic,
You know what?
that makes you think you
You're
believe.
not So you know what? After today, best believe you're paying child support on that daughter.
Oh, my daughter that I'm going to court for because I'm going to take her out from your psychotic freaking ass.
Because I raised 3 kids. You haven't done crap. My son has seen me get hurt.
And ask anybody who was there for the
Let's
kids
ask anybody.
the whole time.
Orlando, was he there for the kids the whole time? No, you know.
Ask anybody we know.
Okay.
Every night, I'm the only one that took care of our daughter. Every day, I'm the only one that
You
took
don't
care
wanna-
of the boys.
I don't wanna be
All
with
you
him.
did was
You don't wanna
sniff
be with
your own
him.
No,
damn
I
crap.
have divorce papers here for him to sign.
Oh, good.
And I'll sign him too. Hell yeah.
I'm done.
came here for
My
you,
family can talk
and
to him
Tim's
whenever
obviously
they
ain't
want.
worth it.
But right now, I don't need you in my life. Your daughter does not need you in your life until you can change. Until you can go to this
You're
anger
the one
management
with
class and
problems.
believe yourself.
Are you hoping he is the father?
I already know he is.
You know he is, so it's not a question of
No.
hope.
I haven't slept with anybody but him.
Do you want to be the father?
Yes, I do. I love that little girl. I have her name tattooed
Whatever.
on my skin because I love her.
I'm asking. Oh yeah, that's
I
nice.
care about her so much.
You care about her so much. And how old is your little girl?
She's 7 months.
She's 7 months.
7 months.
Well, she's probably closer to 9
She's
now,
7 months.
actually. She was 7 months when we
So
left.
9 months, and it goes by so fast. Today she's 9 months. A couple minutes, she's going to be 9 years old. And then a few minutes after that, she's going to be 18 or 19, right? Someday she'll be a young lady.
Yes.
And she starts dating a guy, and that guy starts taking her out for movies and a dinner, and then they get close together, and maybe they move in together. And then he gets mad at her. And then he holds her down, spits in her face. And she comes home and tells Daddy that this boy spit in her face. What's Daddy gonna do?
I'd be pissed. Furious.
He'd be pissed. What else would you be?
Furious. I mean,
Furious. What else?
upset. I love
I
my
would-
little girl.
Upset. You'd be upset if somebody spit in your little girl's face, right?
Yes.
So why would you do that to me?
You're obviously wise enough now to say, this is
I'm
over.
better than that.
I'm not right.
I'm
and I'm
better
not
than
gonna let
him.
him. You know what?
Psycho bitch.
Okay.
It's over.
Yeah, it's over.
It's over.
I want him to sign my...
I want
Yeah.
I want you to go
Apparently.
away. That's what I want.
Exactly.
So, the results first?
No.
What's the results? Steve.
What's that? Okay.
Yeah, you don't care
What
about
she
your
says.
daughter, do
I
you?
never hit her.
Nick, you little whiny crybaby boy. You are the biological father of Julie's daughter. Okay. Now, I'm happy for you that you're smart enough to realize you shouldn't stay with any man that's got, especially your kids are witnessing that. That's terrible. But I have to ask you, how the hell did you end up with this guy?
I've known him for several years. I went to school with his family members, and I've been through so much with him that I go to support groups now for people that have been abused. I go to mother support groups for child abuse, and I've realized that, you know what? I don't need that in my life.
Good for you. Good luck to you. Come on. Do you want to be the father?
Yeah.
Do you want to be the father?
No.
No. That right there is why teenagers shouldn't be having sex.
You are the father.
Get off my stage. Jasmine is 18 years old, and she recently gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. But she told 2 different men, Curtis and Kevin, that they might be the father. And now, a DNA test may change one of their lives forever.
Well, I just recently had a baby, and I do not know who.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I do not know who the father is. Okay, basically, I was dating this one guy named Kevin for 2 months, and I know I thought so too. And we actually broken up, and I had moved on. Oh, look at my baby.
She's
I
very
moved
beautiful.
on. Thank you. I moved on too quick, and I moved on with a guy named Curtis. We basically been on and off. We once dated before. And basically, I messed up, slipped up, average teen, while, you know, and I told him about Kevin, and I didn't lie to him. He think I lied to him, but I told him, and he basically.
You said that when you were pregnant, it could be either his or it could be...
Yeah, I told him like 2 months after I found out I was pregnant. So basically.
And all this 2 months, he thought he was the father?
Yeah.
And then 2 months later, you said it could be Kevin's.
Yeah, so I told Kevin, though, when I first found out I was pregnant, too. And Curtis, like, we've been on and off. We've been difficult, like, complicated, trying to figure out what we're going to do.
Are you still with Curtis now?
No.
Oh,
no.
you broke up, too?
Yeah. The whole baby situation made it complicated, like, harder to stay with him.
That's what happens when you're 18.
I know. But with Kevin, we basically broke up, and I told him, and he wants to be the father.
Kevin?
Yes. Curtis, he basically immature, don't want nothing to do with the baby. He actually came to the hospital when I had her, cut the cord, and like 2 hours later left, so I was basically in the hospital for 3 days by myself, sad, and I haven't talked to him since then. And it's been a month since he's seen her, so.
Who, if you could be in a relationship, if you wanted to be in a relationship, would you like to be in a relationship with either one of these guys?
No, not at all.
You don't want to be in a
No.
relationship? If you could pick who the father is, who would you pick?
I would say Kevin, he more stable, mature than Curtis, obviously. And I think he will actually be there, be a great father for
And
my
you
daughter.
don't think Curtis is ready for that?
No.
All right, let's bring out Curtis.
Straight up, you gonna lie like that though? Why is you lying though? You
First
you
of
told
all,
me about
Curtis,
Kevin.
I haven't. You
Jasmine,
already
you
knew
told
that
me
me and
about
Kevin
Kevin.
dated, and I told you yes.
When did you
and
tell me
that's
about
why
Kevin?
we haven't been together. Don't
Oh
sit
my
here and
God,
lie.
you a compulsive
Don't-
liar.
I'm a compulsive liar.
Yes.
I haven't lied about anything. If anything,
Jasmine.
I have waited to tell
All
anybody.
right, Jasmine,
else.
answer this question. When you had a baby?
I had the baby October 27th.
All right, minus 9 months from that.
Minus 9 months from that. Okay.
Yeah. What's that? What's that? January, right?
Look, excuse
I had
look,
sex with you
okay.
till February.
Okay, look, don't get loud with me. And I said she
Think.
came
Well,
early.
January
so.
27th is 4 days away from
Right,
February.
right, you right. But she's still lying.
No, I'm
She a
not. What
compulsive
I have to
liar.
lie for?
Jasmine, what you
I
never
haven't
even
lied
told me
about
about. I never even
Okay,
met
hold on.
Kevin. I don't even know
Okay.
no guy named Kevin.
Okay, what is she lying about?
She lying about me being a father. She lying about this other, telling me about this other guy. 2 months later, you told me about Kevin 2 months
Yes,
later.
I have.
Oh, you
and
did.
you already
When
knew
did
that
she
me
tell
and
you
Kevin
about
had dated, so don't
I didn't
sit
even.
here.
You told me a name. You told me who. I don't even know this person was.
You
You said
know
you was in a
him.
relationship with somebody. I did not know this person.
Okay,
I don't know
Let me
him.
ask you
You
a
don't
question.
know him personally, but you knew of him. So
No,
don't
I
act
didn't
brand
know
new.
of him.
Yes, you have.
All right.
So you met her, you started seeing her, right?
Right. We met like 2 years ago.
But then you became intimate with her,
Right.
all right? And why did you do that?
What you mean? Oh, it was at the
Well, I
was
don't
at-
need
it
to
was
know
at-
where it was at. I'm saying, did you have feelings for her?
I mean, at a point I did, but when she started lying and kept lying and lying, like that's it's a lie.
So
I
you
ain't about
broke
to-
up with her?
No, we were never together. Like was we together last year? No, don't lie.
You broke on me, but when we
I
was
broke up with
dating.
you 2 years ago.
Okay, but we was. He asked you a specific question. Don't act stupid.
Man, I broke up with you 2 years ago. We've
But
been
you were
talking.
sleeping with her this year.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. We've been
And you
sleeping
stopped
for the
seeing
last
her,
couple
right?
of months.
Right.
Even when I
Why
was
did you
pregnant.
stop sleeping with her?
Because she's a compulsive liar and she harassed me and
We
she's
had sex
irritating.
2 days before I had my daughter, so don't sit here like you haven't slept with me for a long time.
said
And you just said it's a month ago, right?
Did you have sex with her 2 days before she gave birth?
Yeah, she said, but first of all, she said she's supposed to have it in November.
Cause that's what I was told my due date.
Do you want to be the father?
No.
No. All right, let's meet Kevin.
type of person are you calling me 9 months later telling me I'm to possibly be the father?
Okay, I told you way before. Don't sit here like I haven't told you.
You didn't tell me.
Okay,
You
I told
possibly
you that.
came up to my house and told me I'm pregnant. When I came back.
I told you before that, first of all. You invited me over. Don't sit here act brand new. Like, y'all tripping, like, seriously.
After you came to my crib,
You lying.
I found out you were pregnant. Then I came at your crib.
You
when I came, I was open to you. I said, I'll take care of baby.
I told you, don't sit here and lie. Seriously.
I ain't lying.
I told you, afterwards, I told you probably wasn't the father, and I didn't want nothing to do with you after I seen you that day.
You see you love this dude right here, the little kid right here, the 17-year-old little boy right here?
Okay, so what? I do, and I ain't gonna lie
But you
about
won't
it.
have any animosity towards him.
Right, like, seriously.
I kind of do have something against him.
What?
How you come to the hospital and cut the umbilical cord,
Because he
claim
thought it was
that
his.
it might be his baby, and just leave, because when the paperwork comes, he want to sign a birth certificate?
And I'll tell you why. Because he's 17 years old, that's why.
That's your problem, having sex with young people.
She has a baby, obviously. It's either yours or his. Do you want to be the father?
Yeah.
You do?
Yes.
Because you've never even held the baby, right? You
Never seen her.
Okay. Is the baby here?
Yes.
Oh, so if it is, you're...
on TV, yes.
Yes, I did. So what?
We take...
Doesn't matter.
So
We
what?
take...
Doesn't matter.
We take...
It does. It's a month, baby. What you mean? You got a
said
baby
what?
coming out the house for a month.
What?
But not yet.
What?
Okay.
Hold on.
Hey. Kevin, you came here and you're wondering if you're going to meet your daughter for the first time. You took a DNA test. And Kevin,
I called the show to prove to my ex that he is the father of my baby. He still thinks that I'm sleeping around.
what, did you ever cheat on him?
Yes.
So if you are the father, this will be the first time you've ever met your daughter.
Yes.
Okay. Let's find out who the father is. Kevin, you came here and you're wondering if you're going to meet your daughter for the first time. You took a DNA test. And Kevin, you are not the father.
How you feel now? How you feel now?
Okay.
How you come to the hospital and do the baby, dog?
Okay.
I don't care, dog. They don't come to the baby like that, dog.
Bad.
You don't even care.
Hey, bad for what?
Type of person are you? I don't care.
Let's not get it all.
Stop.
What you mad for?
Remember, you're the older guy.
What you mad for?
You're the older guy.
And the older, he
More mature, right? Okay. Curtis, you came here and you want to, well, you don't want to be the father.
Nah.
If you are the father, do you want to go back and meet your daughter?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, yeah. You
Say
mean?
it like you mean it. If
I mean,
you
yeah. I go. Hold on, whatever. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. If it's mine, I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
Curtis, you are the father. Not the results that you wanted.
Wow.
You're an 18-year-old young man who's still trying to finish high school, and now you have a little daughter that you're responsible for.
How you feel? You feeling stupid, ain't you? I'm
Okay.
mad.
Two guys over there who really feeling
Okay.
stupid.
You feeling stupid
hold
because
on.
you are the
You
father
didn't
and I've
know.
been
Hold on,
here.
You didn't
hold on,
know.
hold on.
I mean,
That right there.
You is the father.
That
though.
right there is why teenagers shouldn't be having sex. And everything. No way.
Thank you. Ooh,
You know, okay,
I'm mad.
but you made your bed.
I know. I understand.
What she still doing all that for?
Okay.
Cause y'all try to make me seem like something I'm not. Like
You're
I'm
a
just.
liar. That's what you are. You know you're a liar.
I'm
You
a
know
liar.
You're a liar. Just
I
keep
don't
it
lie about
chill.
nothing.
All right, it is what it is. I'm father. I do what I
what
do.
I feel sorry for is
You was irritating. Seriously.
someday, when you're probably twice your age now, you're going to really appreciate the fact that you are a father. I don't think for the next few years you're going to appreciate. And the thing is, you're going to have a lot on your plate for the next few years. Finishing school, trying to find a job, growing up.
I got a job.
You know what I'm saying. A job to take care of a child for long term. And the same thing with you. You need to grow up real fast now. You need to not to have any more kids for a while, because this is what is going on right here.
I know.
And you really need to focus on being just a really good mom and taking care of your child.
And I am.
I'm sure you are. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying make that your focus. And you, young man, I wouldn't want to be in your shoes. Not at 18 years old, because you just now have put so much, if you're going to be a good dad. Now, if you're going to be a bum and a deadbeat dad, then you're going to go and do whatever you want and what you were going to plan on doing anyways. But if you're going to be a stand-up guy and a good father, then you've just put so much on your plate that you can't even imagine. Because even when I was a father for the first time and I was much older than you, I couldn't believe how much there was to it. And as I've grown into being a father and enjoying it more and more every day, but I'm in a totally different situation. I'm in a stable marriage. I have a career. I can take care of my kids. And I hope that both of you are good to your child. I hope you'll grow up real fast so that you're not acting like teenagers towards each other, that stupid bitterness. You need to really think about the kid. Be civil to each other, even if you don't like each other. And let's go back and be with your child. Let's go.
Look at my baby. She's so pretty.
Like me.
No, she get that from me.
Yeah, beautiful.
Okay. Hold her right. Don't drop her.
What you-
If you drop her, we're gonna have a problem.
I called the show to prove to my ex that he is the father of my baby. He still thinks that I'm sleeping around.
What, did you ever cheat on him?
Yes.
You are the father.
Get off my stage! Anastasia and Robert's 2-year-old relationship crumbled when he heard rumors that she was cheating on him. She says she's always been faithful, but Robert doesn't believe her, and now he doubts he is the father of her newborn baby. But Anastasia hopes the DNA results will bring their family back together.
Steve, ever since I was 5 months pregnant, I called the show to prove to my ex that he is the father of my baby and that I have not been cheating on him at all.
It started when you were 5 months pregnant that he thought you were cheating?
Yes. When we were first together, we just started out as booty calls. No
Booty
relationship.
calls.
Yeah. We were just sleeping around together. No relationship or nothing. 3 months after that, I ended up pregnant. I was always honest with him about everything, and told him that with our first kid, I told him that he may not have been the father of the baby, somebody else may have been. He was there for me throughout my pregnancy. He was there for my son's birth, everything. A couple months later, after that, I ended up pregnant again.
You were still just booty calling it after
No,
your child?
we were together.
Oh,
we
now
were
you're
together.
a couple.
Yeah, we were a couple. Last year we ended up, and then I found out I was pregnant. Anyway, I ended up pregnant again, and I just had my baby. He still thinks that I'm cheating around, sleeping around.
What, did you ever cheat on him?
Yes, I did.
Well, maybe it's a good reason why he thinks you might have
Yeah,
cheated, huh?
yeah. Well, I did last year. That's why. But I was like I said, I
you
was
didn't get
honest.
pregnant by that guy.
No.
Are you 100% sure?
That he's the father of this one? Yes. Yes, that he is.
right.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
So you love this guy.
I do love him.
And,
I do love him.
And what started out as a booty call is now a
turned
beautiful
up-
relationship.
We were together for 2 years. Like I said, we split up 2 months ago because of the allegations. There was on the bed. Like, for example, there was on the bed when I was pregnant, and he thought that I was messing around with somebody. And I wasn't at all.
Do you want him back?
I do.
You love
I do.
him?
I love him.
And you want him back?
I do want him back.
And you're not going to cheat ever again?
No.
Okay. All right, let's bring out the man of your dreams, Robert.
Man, there's no way in the world you wouldn't cheat on me.
You know that I have never cheated on you.
Are you
You
serious?
know, yes. You know that I have
You just
not
said
been
it
cheating
yourself.
on
When I
you.
met you, man, you had like how many dudes? And then you get pregnant and you don't know who the heck your baby daddy is? Are you serious?
That was the first one, but I was honest with you. I was honest with you
Honest
about
with
it. I love you, and that's all it.
Nah,
I
it's
mean,
not
I
all
love
it is,
you.
man. What
Okay.
about the
Let me ask you a question. She's saying when she met you, would you say you were fairly promiscuous?
Yes.
Okay. But then you must have developed feelings for her at some point, right?
No, she got pregnant.
So no feelings whatsoever for her?
Man,
Because
I care for her because now I consider her my family.
She's your family?
She's family. She's
you love her?
like my other children's mother.
Do you
Seriously.
do you love her?
Yeah. I love her as my family. I love her because she has my child. But there's no
No
That's
romantic
it, 'cause
feelings?
you
No
told me
romantic
that
feelings.
you love me. You was willing to get back with me. If I prove to you, you know, and I'm going to prove to you that I've been faithful.
What if she didn't cheat on you? Both kids are yours. Still nothing? I mean,
I've
my
been
thing
honest.
is, why do you keep having kids with her if you don't love her?
Wow. I mean, I do.
One thing to have sex, it's another to have kids.
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect the children. Okay, honestly.
You didn't expect the children.
I definitely didn't expect the first one. I mean, I did not.
Okay, what about the second one?
I gave
Not
you
even that because I wasn't even living with it.
No, I gave you
You were
that.
having sex with her?
A couple of times, though. I mean, but I know it only takes once. Like, yeah, I understand.
Anastasia, and I don't mean to hurt your feelings, but are you feeling a lot of love on the stage right now?
No.
Does it seem to you like he's ever going to be like your man? And I'm sorry for you, because I know that's what you want, but I don't know if that's going to happen on my stage with results, no matter what the results are.
There's a lot of other issues also, but I mean,
I'm
right
sure,
now we're here for it.
But you know what? The biggest issue is, if you don't really love somebody, you should make sure you don't have kids with them. You're here because you have questions about your daughter, not your other child. We gave you a DNA test for your daughter, and you are the father.
Works for me.
What's that?
It works for me, yeah.
It works for you. Not know, yay, I'm the dad. I knew you were the dad. Nothing.
Okay. I mean, what do you want me to do? You already know she's mine, so I'm gonna love her and I'm gonna take
I
care of her.
know you're gonna
to the
love
best
her.
of my
You're a
ability.
good
So
dad,
what's the
but you
point?
just.
What?
You don't love her.
No,
That's
exactly.
the problem.
Exactly.
Again, and I, like I said, you know, you can sleep with whoever you like. You can do those type of things. But I think in this situation now, she's very hurt. And that's not even the biggest problem. Now the children are going to feel that hurt, whether you believe it or not. They know that their mom always is going to want to be with you, wanted to be with you, and these kids aren't going to live in a home where they have mom and dad. And I mean, that's sad. You know, it is.
It's sad, but they'll be fine. I love them enough for both of us.
Oh, I believe that. I'm not questioning that. But an ideal situation is that kids get raised with both parents.
Well, ideal situation is not for their parents to be going in each other's throats every day either. You know, so
You're correct about
if
that.
I can go somewhere
And
else.
if you're having that type of relationship, you shouldn't be having kids.
Exactly. Well,
Okay. Anastasia comes here because she loves you and she wants you as her man, and she wants to prove to you that she hasn't cheated. And we asked her, while in a relationship, have you had any other sexual physical contact with anyone else? She answered no. While in a relationship, have you had any sexual physical contact with anyone else? She answered no. She told the truth.
I told you that I told the truth, and you just didn't. You didn't listen to me at all.
Whatever, man.
I told you I loved you. I wanted you as my family, and that's it. And I told you.
Please, whatever, man.
You know what you got to do right now, Anastasia? You really got to find something in yourself right now. And I only do the show because I imagine my own family in the situations. And right now I'm looking at you. If you were my own daughter, I would say, please, honey, walk out that door and say, you know what? You're never going to use me again. You do it. Oh, well, tell him.
You're never gonna use me again and make me feel like I'm less than nothing.
Good luck to you, Robert. Good luck.
Good.